Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Dead Cells is an action platformer developed by Motion Twin, which released August 7, 2018 for the PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. It was released as an early access game for PCs in May 2017. With the plethora of Metroidvania-style games available on the market, it begs one to ask the question, what makes for a great, standout Metroidvania game these days? Some lean more toward the platforming, the combat, or the exploration. Dead Cells shakes up the tried and tested formula and mixes the action platforming with the roguelike genre. The result is a hybrid Roguevania with an emphasis on repeated playthroughs and challenge instead of a long adventure. Dead Cells has a minimalistic narrative that places you on an enchanted island. You play as a blob of cells that takes control over a prisoner's corpse and attempts to escape. The pixel art style is gorgeous, and the environments each feel dreary and desolate. I found the randomization and permadeath elements to be a refreshing and bold new direction for the Metroidvania genre. It does away with the static, well-designed maps focused on backtracking, replacing them with procedurally generated levels sprawling with tough enemies. Every playthrough of Dead Cells feels fresh, and every reanimated corpse brings a new set of obstacles, challenges, and rewards to go along with it. If you survive and make it back to the collector, you can trade your cells to unlock permanent upgrades, weapons, skills, and mutations. With every upgrade, you'll inch closer and closer to the end of the game. If you die, you lose your cells, gold, and any blueprints that you may have found along the way. You can expect to die a lot, but this makes your progress feel that much more satisfying. The enemies in Dead Cells are ruthless and relentless. If you let your guard down for a single moment, they will easily make short work out of you. Elite monsters are much faster and stronger than their standard counterparts, and have the ability to teleport and summon minions. If you aren't careful, elites can end your playthrough in seconds, even when you're at your strongest. The Souls-like combat is the meat and potatoes that makes this game so incredibly addictive. The action feels fast and fluid, the combat feels visceral and gory. It's extremely satisfying to mow through legions of enemies at a time. You can hack and slash your way through the mob of enemies, chaining kills together with your melee weapon and increasing speed and power after every kill like a ninja assassin. You can systematically dismantle your enemies with tactical long-range weapons, traps, and turrets. You can mix your weapons and abilities up to inflict a series of status effects. There are countless combinations that you can use together to your advantage, like freezing your enemy and stabbing them from behind with a dagger, or slathering the enemy with oil and then burning them with your firebrand for extra damage. You have to make the best of what each playthrough gives you. The roguelike mechanics encourage experimentation with all of the different weapon types and will have you adapting on the fly each time. You'll find power scrolls scattered all throughout the map that will boost your brutality, tactics, or survival stats, and you can stack 3 passive mutation skills and modifiers. The randomization mixes the gameplay up substantially, always keeping you on your toes and never letting the action get stale. My only gripe with this mechanic is that some playthroughs can really feel like you're left to the mercy of RNG when it comes to what weapons are available. As you progress through the game, you'll find rooms that will help you access parts of each stage that were previously inaccessible. Dead Cells is a short, yet very time-consuming game. A single playthrough can be finished in as little as an hour, as long as you have the right upgrades and equipment. But it may take hours on end before you finally complete your first successful run. There are 17 biomes with branching pathways and 4 different bosses that you can challenge depending on the route. Once you beat the game, you unlock additional difficulty settings that make the game even more challenging and intense. There are no checkpoints in the game, making Dead Cells perfect for speedruns. You can also take your time and explore every nook and cranny, finding secrets, collecting cells, runes, and blueprints, and working on the perfect character build. I had a great time just passing the Pro Controller around with my buddies and seeing who could get the furthest. The game does have some noticeable frame rate issues on the Nintendo Switch, but it's nothing particularly game-breaking. Motion Twin delivered an instant classic that takes the best features of 2 polarizing genres and sets Metroidvania soaring into new heights. With its low-cost entry at only $25, Dead Cells is an absolute steal, and an experience that you definitely should not pass up on. The roguelike mechanics and the extra difficulty tiers add enough challenge and replayability to keep your rotting corpse always coming back for more. I give Dead Cells an A. From all of us at Rotten Apple Gaming, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.